What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we have a new steering wheel system and steering wheel to put in our FL5. Big disclaimer, this may not be legal in some states, so you might fail your vehicle inspection, so just keep that in mind if you plan on doing this. And with that out of the way, let's get straight into the installation. First things first, we want to have the battery disconnected. I've had my negative terminal disconnected for a good hour and some change now. You want to do that so that your airbag does not deploy during installation. If you get hit with the airbag during installation, that's on you. Do this at your own risk. What I did was I pumped the brakes a few times just to make sure all the charge has left my car, so that it's safe, and then we can proceed to removing the steering wheel. Next, we're going to take out the airbag. There's going to be 3 retention springs holding the airbag onto the steering wheel. You can see there's one hole here, there's one hole underneath, and then there will be another one similar to this one on the other side. What I did was to use an Allen key, and all you have to do is just press it in there and you feel the clip release the airbag from the steering wheel. All right, once the airbag pops out, you want to disconnect. There's one cable here and then 2 more down there, and just carefully take them out and then your airbag should be out. Alrighty, so the airbag is out. As far as these connectors go, you just have to lift the white tabs, these ones, both sides lift up and then they'll come out. And for this black connector, there will be this little tab right here, if you can see that. Try my best to focus here, right there. You just push this in and then pull it out, and the airbag is now out. Off to eBay it goes. All right guys, next we're going to be taking out the center bolt for the steering wheel. It is a 10mm hex bolt, and I'm going to be using my impact wrench, hashtag Team Milwaukee. Who are you repping? Put down in the comments below. Ryobi, DeWalt, or you Team Milwaukee? All right, now the steering wheel is out. It is extremely important to not turn your clock spring too much. If there's excessive force, this is going to be broken and you're going to have a very, very tough day. So keep that in mind. All right, next up, we're going to be removing this cover from the steering wheel hub. I will be using a trim remover tool. You can use what you want. I'm not your dad, so just make sure you don't scratch up anything. To take off the lower cover, there are 2 Phillips head screws right here. Just use a screwdriver and take that out, and the bottom should pop out easy enough. For this next part, you're going to be taking out this white wire right here. It'll be next to the yellow plug under your OEM system, and then you're going to plug that to the MadTrace adapter. There's only one adapter that will fit, so just plug that in to the adapter, and then from the other end of the adapter, plug that back into the original wire. This next part requires you to lift up the silver center console so you can access to the +R button. Use this adapter with the green plug. So all you gotta do is unplug this wire right here, that plugs to your +R button. Connect this to this adapter. The last wire that you're gonna have to pull is for the traction control. So just use your trim remover tool, pry this down, and disconnect the original green wire. Plug that into the other small adapter with the white end. Plug that back into the original spot, and that's it. All right, next we're going to connect the wire. There are 2 wires, a short one and a longer one. So the shorter one will go to the traction control. I routed it through here, and then it will go straight to your MadTrace adapter in there. Okay, so for the center console, I just routed that down through here, up there and into the steering wheel cover, and then I just plug that into the adapter. Okay, next up, we're gonna put the resistor into the airbag connector. So right here, right there, the gray things are the connectors, if I can get it to focus. And I'm going to put some electrical tape around it so that it doesn't move around or drop if I'm driving it hard. And then we'll go on to the next step. All right, if you can see that, I put the steering wheel cover back on, and then I put the steering hub back on before I bolted it. So the airbag cables are going to go, hopefully you can see that, into the top hub or top hole on the steering wheel hub, and then this adapter, quick release adapter, is going to plug into the original one, and then tighten that, and you're good to go. All right, next I put on the steering wheel cover, and then I put on the hub. There's this plug that will plug back into the original harness or the original plug, and you're gonna fish out the airbag plugs through the hole in the steering wheel hub, and then make sure you align your top hole dead center. Unless you want to drive with your steering wheel crooked, then again, that's up to you. They provide this tool so that you can bolt that down. The center bolt is 36 foot-pounds. All right, this has been secured with the short, notice short bolt. If you put on the long bolt, it's gonna go all the way through, but it's not gonna be flush. Ask me how I know. Ladies and gents, the moment has come. The very last step is to put the steering wheel onto the quick release and plug it back to your car. Now I'm going to start it back up and check for functions of all the buttons, make sure they all work, and go for a test drive tomorrow morning. What's up, guys? Welcome to a very, very hot summer noon in Virginia. We're at 93 degrees right now, and as you can see, I have the JQWerks MadTrace steering wheel system installed in my Civic Type R, and I am taking it out for a spin on my favorite back road, Henderson Road. And just wanted to give you guys a quick feedback from the time that I've been using it. I've had it for almost a week now, and just some of the quirks that I've noticed, some of the things I like and don't like about the steering wheel system. So let's go right into it. As you can see, I am wearing gloves, not because it is hot and the shifter is like the sun, touching the sun, but it's because this is Alcantara and I don't want my hand oils to be all over this thing, making it sticky and gross later on, so I will be wearing gloves. Also, I'll be taking this car to the track hopefully next month if I get off the wait list. If not, then it'll be in August. But we'll be taking this car to the track regardless, and the combination of gloves and Alcantara feels really, really nice. The steering wheel is also a lot smaller than the OEM one, and it is also thinner. So personally, it is nicer to grab onto and use versus the OEM one, which was a lot thicker. However, it is nicer for street driving because you can't see it here because my hands will be here and we won't be taking turns that sharply, but the leather steering wheel allows the wheel to return more smoothly on the hand. This is very, very sticky, so that makes it a little bit nicer for street driving. This one I would recommend if this is like not your daily and you take this to the track every now and again. So this steering wheel is pretty nice. Another thing that I don't like for street driving or street use is that the two stalks, the turning signal and the wipers, are really far away from my hand versus the OEM wheel. So for the OEM wheel, I can just, you know, flick my finger right here while I'm holding the steering wheel and it'll be right there. But for this system, I have to, you know, reach my hand out a little bit farther, especially for the wipers. For the turn signal, I can just reach out max length. I can use the turn signal, but for the wipers, I have to like physically move my hand a little bit. So I don't like that versus the OEM. And I don't know if you can see this clearly, but on the steering wheel, I don't have any of the labels of stickered on. I do think if they make this for the FL5 specifically, the sticker should come on, you know, as standard. I don't like putting stickers on things because one, I'm not good. I'm not great with hand-eye coordination when it comes to putting stickers on things. And two, you know, stickers fade, and it feels kind of cheap to me. However, I don't put it on because after spending a week with this thing, I kind of know where all the buttons are. So the plus R, the original plus R button still works. And then this one up here is the same. So you can press the top left button. And then the top right button is for the traction control. So press and hold just like normal. And VSC is disabled and re-enabled. And the volume knobs are on here on both sides. And it's really nice. It's very clicky. I like it. All the buttons are clicky. All the original functionalities work. You know, cruise control, radar control, all these buttons work. The horn is here. Obviously no airbag, so, you know, use at your own risk. The other thing I don't like is that the press button on these knobs are kind of funky. So let me see if I can demonstrate that. So I can navigate through here, customize display. See how I click in and it goes down? So I'll try to click in as straight as possible. Let's see, display, stopwatch. So sometimes you have to click really, really dead on, and it could be difficult to do, and you know it might click down for some of you. So just be careful with that. But yeah, that's one of the things I don't like is how straight you have to click it. There you go. And then same thing with this one. This one is just for mileage, so it's not too difficult. But yeah, so overall, I will be taking this car to the track hopefully soon. The steering wheel is really nice. Installation was fairly easy. I think it took me like an hour and a half in total without filming. So, you know, if you're more proficient than I am, then you can get it done sooner. But that is my impression on the JQWerks MadTrace steering system for the FL5. I hope you guys like it. You know, I deleted my airbags. My safety for some content, so make sure you hit that subscribe button below for more videos. Until next time, peace.